Alright, YouTube, we are live. I'm going to put it in the Telegram and we are going to get started. If you guys aren't in the Telegram, join. Link is free in video descriptions. That way you guys can know and get notified once we are live streaming. Guys, it is day 5 of this trading week. We are on Friday, the last day of the trading week. We started off significantly negative, guys, at we were down $332, and now we have brought it back into some slight profits of about $90, and we're going to see if we can't find a good trade to end the week profitable. We're already profitable, but we want to take a nice clean setup. We don't want to try to force anything, and we're going to see what the markets are giving us. But I started the stream a little bit earlier today, guys. That way more people can get in, and if you guys are getting into the stream, guys, start commenting. Let's get the conversation going. That way I can know you guys are here too. I'm streaming on OBS Studio, and it's a little difficult to tell who is and who's not watching. So once you're in the stream, comment. That way I can see. Good morning, Joshua. Good morning. Starting the streams a little bit earlier. Tell me how you guys like that. That way we can let everyone get some time to get in here. We'll leave the line chart up too. The reason I do this is before my trading hours, and before I actually want to do my technical analysis. I don't want to look at the candles because the candles might show us an entry 20 minutes before our trading hours start, and I would like to keep it a little bit closer. The last 2 days we've been entering at 9:55 a.m. and we can't complain. The execution's been flawless. The setups have been there, but I don't want that to keep getting pushed back and back further from the 10 a.m. hour, which is my most important time of interest. Nice, I love to hear that. Yeah, I was wondering how that was going, the EuroCAD short. What were we shorting? No, we were buying Euro US dollar when you were shorting EuroCAD, I think, but we were going for a much smaller move, and I don't think we made a whole lot of money. Or I might be wrong. Let me see. Oh yeah, I think we were buying Euro US dollar when you were buying or selling EuroCAD. Yeah, I'll definitely keep it earlier then. You can see in the Telegram, I put the times here too to kind of make it a little nicer. 9:45 a.m. is when we'll start the streams. I'll start technical analysis at 9:51, and then we will enter a trade anywhere between 9:55 and 11 once the setup's identified. Hey, Luca, I love to hear that. I love to hear that. London session, I believe like the 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is the first hour of London, would be the best hour to trade it too. If I'm assuming that's when you're trading it as soon as London opens. Yeah, so London, that's the best time to trade it. And then like in New York, it's actually not the open in New York. It's rather like the 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Yeah, Luca, try it for your prop challenge. The best pieces of advice I have for you are make sure you're putting your stop loss behind your entry candle. That way your losses are so small always. And make sure you're trailing your stop loss candle to candle and locking in profits. And once you're ready to take full profits, or you think price is going to reverse, don't take full profits. Just put your stop loss like 1 pip away from price, and then if price keeps going, it keeps going, and if you get taken out, you just risk 1 pip to stay in the trade. You know what I mean? And London starts at 9 a.m. your time. That's probably amazing. London's one of the best markets to trade, or sessions to trade. It's 3 a.m. my time, so as you can imagine, I'm not trading it. I'd used to in the past. I'd wake up and it wasn't sustainable for me because I like my sleep. I need my sleep. One of the best things though I've ever done is not putting a take profit on my chart. If you guys are trading this strategy, don't put a take profit on your chart. Or honestly, if you're trading any strategy, unless you're trading like unless you're swing trading and you have to like set and forget and you go to sleep and it could hit take profit overnight. But if you're in front of the charts, don't have a take profit on because you have to really be locked in with what price is doing. and price could blow past your take profit, or price could not, like, barely touch it and then, or not even touch it and then turn around, and then you're so set on that number that you're like, man, it missed my take profit, I'm not gonna make any money now. And like, it's super helpful to really just move your stop loss instead of worrying about your take profit like that. Yeah, definitely. Joshua, the whole concept of playing defense, like playing aggressive defense like this, sometimes we've done it too aggressive, but I read that Market Wizards book. I'll have to pull it down off of the thing one of these days to show you guys. It's like underneath a lot of those books, because I read it a while ago, but it's really long, but it's super beneficial, and it doesn't teach you how to trade, but it teaches you like kind of the thought processes that people went through that really made serious amounts of money in the market back in the day. Um, Before our technical analysis starts, though, and here in 2 minutes, we're just going to read our two scriptures for the day to declare over our trading, declare over our channel, and declare over like our finances. It's based on Deuteronomy 8:18, and then the second one's based on Deuteronomy 28:8 and verse 11. If you guys haven't read Deuteronomy 28, it is a phenomenal chapter in the Bible that talks about the blessings for living a good life according to like God's ways, right? If you live a life obedient to God, then you're going to be blessed in so many ways. And I've really seen it in my life, and I'm seeing it happen more and more the more I'm obedient. Um, but 100%, guys, even if you don't know the Bible, all of us know right or wrong, and that's because God's put it in our heart. And if we follow that right or wrong, and we follow the right path, just we'll see untold blessings. So we're going to read these really quick because we've got 1 minute. I remember the Lord my God, for it is he who gives me the ability to produce wealth, and so confirms his covenant which he swore to my forefathers. The Lord shall command the blessing upon me in my storehouse and in all that I undertake. The Lord makes me to have a surplus of prosperity through the fruit of my body. He blesses me in the land which he gives me. Alright, guys, we're going to jump into our technical analysis here in 1 minute. We've got 17 seconds left. We'll jump into our technical analysis and look for an entry as soon as 4 minutes from now. Alright, guys, Euro US dollar price has been reacting off of some supply up there, but we are not necessarily looking to take that. We've got some supply up here again before price really starts to drop off. Looking at the bigger picture, price has been breaking to the downside, but we're looking more immediate because it's kind of just been going back and forth. Let's do this. Let's mark up some demand down here, and let's move on to the next pair. Not really too excited about that. This would have been a phenomenal demand hold if price was holding there. It's not holding there though, and it's not even holding on the next one. Let's look to the left and see where price potentially could fall into and hold. Yeah, I don't really like that. That's not really a valid demand. Let's go all the way down here. We've got no news today, guys. We've had some CAD news this morning, but no news otherwise. What we could see though, we could see some shorts off the supply right here. That's an interesting trade for Australian dollar, US dollar. I would like to see shorts off that supply potentially. We'll see though what happens. Let's go to US CAD. US CAD is not set up. We got some demand coming off here. Some supply not up until here. And then if we look lower, we've got some demand right in here. Really not set up in anything yet. And let's go to the US dollar Swiss franc and see what we've got. It's been consolidating, pushing down, consolidating. Markets are just really choppy this morning, guys. Really choppy. Let's just see what we can. I like Australian US dollar maybe to the downside some. Let's just see what we can't get. If price is consolidating though and just going back and forth and it wants to keep doing that, that might be a good area of supply for price to push off of, if price holds there. let me look at the other pairs and just kind of see how the dollar's correlating across these though. Let's look a little closer. We don't need to be that zoomed out right now. What's price doing right now, right? Some news came out today at 8:30 for CAD, like we said, and then the dollar started dropping, and then it's pulling back some now. Price hasn't even tapped that supply. Not too worried about it. Let's go to AU. AU might be good shorts off of here, so we might be waiting to see what we can get. It doesn't look like there's any setups right now. Euro US dollar, it broke like this high right here, but that's not as attractive as it breaking like this high up here. And price is not reacting as well. Again, it's tapped twice off of here and has failed to end up going lower, so we'll see. Is it reacting again off of there? It didn't touch. Guys. Let's see. US franc is touching. US CAD's dropping. US Swiss franc might be the move, guys. We're gonna short US franc off of the supply right here at the top of this consolidation right now. Oh my gosh, it broke through it too. We'll just put it 1 pip above here. There's nothing we can do about that. It broke through last minute. Yeah, guys, there's nothing we can do about that. We're not gonna just close our trade though. It's still technically in the supply zone, but it looked like it was holding and then last second. So that's a important thing to note, I guess, is we need to make sure we don't do it at the second the candle closes and right after the candle closes. It's a hit or miss though. Sometimes when you get in right after the candle closes, you miss like 4 pips. It's happened so much. I mean, that did not look like it was going through. It looked like it was holding pretty good, and it looked like it had been holding there for a minute straight until that very last second. So, one thing though I would like to share with you guys is it's important to be okay and be willing to make mistakes in trading. Trading is not perfect. You want to do your best to follow your execution, but things like this do happen, and so you just want to stick with the plan. We're in the trade, and we're gonna see what happens, but ultimately it's a very tight stop loss at this point just because that candle pushed so high, and so we've got low risk on it. We're not gonna just take ourselves out and lose the commissions on it and scatter to get back in another trade. Trading's not perfect and you have to be okay making mistakes, but we're gonna see what happens on this trade. I still like the short just because of it consolidating and we're being at the top of this range, and it was holding that supply for a minute long, so that's why we want to stay in this, and we'll just kind of trail it down as we can. Immediate demand right here, so we want to see if price is reacting off of that. That's one thing I think I learned in Market Wizards as well, guys. You have to be willing to make mistakes. You have to be willing to make mistakes. AUD/USD. Yeah, we wanted to see it hold this demand right here, and it wasn't. We were technically holding the open of the supply candle, but ultimately it didn't for us. It would be nice to see price clear out this entire liquidity down here, the bottom of this range. People could potentially think price is reversing to go up higher, but instead, really, I think price needs to pull back down further. On the higher time frame perspective, we'll see though. We'll just kind of trail it candle to candle today, guys. It's Friday. We'll let price kind of try to push down for us. This isn't even that big of a move. It's only 3 pips, so we're not really going to worry about that. We're going to try to let price go down deeper today and just trail candle to candle as price pushes for us, and hopefully we get a nice flow of price to the downside. You guys can see internally we just took this high, so it could be trying to go short now. We'll see. We will see, guys. I don't like when that happens, when it breaks through the supply or the demand line at the very last minute like that, but it has happened before, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, but even sometimes when it holds, it doesn't work out, right? So it's not a matter of being perfect, it's a matter of having a mindset where you can you know, navigate the markets and be okay with the things that do happen. I'd like to see price close through this now, though, in 36 seconds here. Or 30 seconds here, because this is technically another potential area of opposition, I guess you could say, for our trade to go lower. We got 13 seconds, though, until the next candle. We'll see what price wants to do, guys. It has not touched that line, and we're just going to let it trail candle to candle. We're not going to get ahead of ourselves. Let me put this on the chart, though, guys. We will be trailing below or above this candle now, 1 pip above. If price does continue to close, let's say, bearish for us. We see price breaking through there nicely. We want to see price breaking through here next. Let's move that back to our normal colors in line. Do you guys think we have the potential to go much shorter today? I don't want to choke this trade out. We'll let the candles print, though, for us. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure either. Let's I do like price falling, though. I do like price falling. Price broke above here and didn't break above very strong, consolidated, and it's barely pulled back already yet, right? It's Friday, though. There's not much news. We've hit a higher time frame imbalance or fair value gap, I guess you could say. Yeah, not 50-50, but we can hope, right? We can hope. It's Friday, though. Let's not choke our trade out. Let's see if we can't get price to fall further. We don't like price holding here. We got 2 minutes to see if it can't bust through, though, and go lower. Ultimately, though, like, whatever it does long term, we don't know. But if price could break through this area right here of liquidity, I think it could take a lot of retail money, which would give us a lot more money, and we would be happy with that. So we'll see, guys. That's like 10 pips. I could see it going to the downside like that. Yeah, definitely a nice push still. Guys, we're at a point where we're pretty locked in and happy about what price is doing. 7.5 pips at the bottom of this range. I would say this is a place I would be happy taking full profits today. Let's see how this candle closes, guys. That's awesome. Looking at my trades, and the moment I click, he tells the market, okay, boys, we can go the other way now. I've felt that way so many times. I've felt that way so many times. That's funny. That's hysterical. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, it's Market Wizards. I'll pull it up on the screen here in a minute. After this trade, I'll pull up the exact book that I had and read and got. But we want to see a fall to the downside. If we see a fall to the downside, guys, our next potential area of opposition, or in other words, an opposing supply and demand line, would be all the way down here, guys. That would be a nice trade to end the week with, but of course, we're not trying to force anything. We're going to just kind of take our trade a little at a time, especially in this consolidation range here, guys. We've got 18 seconds left. I could take full profits right here. I'm going to move my stop loss. Oh, yeah, let's not do that. It's closing a lot higher. Yeah, I could take full profits here for the day. So we're going to close at 5 pips. And we're going to just let price try to go further, guys. But I'm locked in for 5 pips. If price wants to come up and take us out, we're done for the day. If it wants to fall further, we gave ourselves some breathing room. But I'm happy with this push to the downside of this range, guys. There's no guaranteeing it's going to break lower. And this is the name of the game right here, locking in what you can. Giving it, like, we're risking 1 more pip to make, you know, we could potentially, if price wants to drop all the way down here today, we can make 15 more pips. But guys, we locked in our 5 pips for the day. I'm comfortable taking our profits there and ending the week like that. Since we're locked in like this now, let's kind of see, or not, let's see, let me find the book for you. That way I can show you guys what really changed my mindset and my paradigm of the markets. That'd be amazing though if we could get a nice free fall to the downside though after, you know, locking in like that. This is the book. We might get taken out. I'll show it in a second. I want to keep the trade up. Let me zoom in for anyone on their phone. Keep the trade up though. You guys see it's holding this demand down here, so it's like that's a potential move to the upside, but we want to stay locked in. We can take that off. If price falls for us all day though, we did the right thing. We executed properly. Yeah, we're gonna try to let it run now that we've came to do what we came to do. Everyone in the chat, short the US dollar right now. That'd be crazy. Get it to the point one day where we got like 1 million people watching and then just everyone short. I'm kidding. I don't even think that's legal. I'll show you the book now. Let me find it right here. It's this title, Market Wizards Interviews with Top Traders. It is this cover. He's made multiple books. He's made multiple Market Wizards. It's this book though. I don't know if you want to take a snapshot, but it looks like this. It's like 770 pages. If you didn't get it, let me know. I'll show you again at the end. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me know how you like it if you end up reading it. It took me a while to go through. Don't feel like you need to go through it all at once, but guys, we're taking out for the day. Today's trade is over. I'm okay with that. We're at the bottom of this entire range here. We're holding some demand. Price could potentially go up higher. We just got a nice move off the top here. We shorted price right here, a 1.4 pip stop loss, and we ended up making 5 pips. That is a nice 3.57 risk to reward, and we were locked in to make some good profits for Friday. We made about $140 this morning, or 138, maybe 135. Let's look at the overall picture though. Guys, we came back from a terrible Monday. I'm going to show you guys the trading journal here in a second. And we have made almost $400 in the last 2 days with just US dollar Swiss franc. 438.79. Okay, guys. That 9:55 a.m. entry too is been nice for us the last 3 days. We've entered at that time. We got another pay raise, guys. We are at our high water mark. We were at our high water mark. We took the account from 10,213 to 10,438 this week, which isn't like a huge increase, but guys, we took a huge loss on Monday, where we lost, almost all of our last week's profits, and it definitely put a dent in the account. But then we made some really good changes into our execution. We added an execution criteria, we journaled our trades, and ultimately we were able to bounce back from that 4 days in a row winning. Just so super happy to be locked in, staying disciplined. Guys, the losing days happen, but they're the keys to the winning days, right? Each losing day holds like a gem that you can implement and really reflect on. Some losing days you just lost according to your execution, but then there's some losing days too where you just genuinely did something wrong, and there is some wisdom in what you did wrong to be able to make money, and it will reflect in the P&L if you're able to reflect on it properly. But we made 135 today, guys, on a move that honestly was somewhat of a faulty execution just because the way the candle closed. Like I said, you have to be willing to make mistakes and to not let it get you down or mess you up, right? We didn't get out of the trade. We still held our bias, and we were able to make 1.31% today. So let me do this. Yeah, it was a rough Monday, Joshua. It was a rough Monday. We were able to bounce back though. And guys, look we're on a 3-week streak. Let me show you guys really quick. We are on a 3-week winning streak with our supply and demand lines. We have taken 15 trades with our supply and demand line strategy, winning 10 out of 15, which I believe is like 66%. Yeah, 66. We'll just call it 66% win rate right now. 12 trading days, and let's see our overall P&L since we started. It makes it kind of blurry. So let's see our overall P&L, guys. Okay, we've made $1,055 in the last 12 trading days, and let's see, divide that by. So we're up 11.25% in the last 12 trading days, guys. In every 20 trading days, which is like a month of trading, we would like to get at least 10%, and of course anything higher. But like the goal is to at least get 10% every 20 trading days, and we're at 12 trading days right now, and we're up 11.25%. So we just need to stay locked in, continue to grow it and stuff like that. Let's take a look now, guys, at the weekly results on what we did for the week, because we made 3.5% the first week trading this strategy and only 2 trading days, and we made 5.16% last week. Let's see what we did this week. Can you share your... Oh yeah, the trade journal template. Yeah, guys, let me do that. Let's do it now, because you guys have said that or asked multiple times. I'm going to do it and share it right now in the what's it called? I'm gonna do it and share it right now in the Telegram. Oh yeah, I don't know what I just did there. me see. Unpublish. I just want to make sure it can't be edited. I want to make sure it can't be edited really quick. Search engine indexing. Guys, do you know if it can? I just want to make sure it can't be edited when I share it. I know you guys can copy the template and you guys can, let me just go to the site. You guys can copy the template and plug in your own stuff and like kind of create a template out of it. Let's see though. Oh yeah, you can duplicate it, but you can't, yeah, you can't edit it. So, and then you guys can see here, trading rules, execution criteria, and all of that. Let me go ahead and put this in the Telegram, guys. How do I get the link? Okay, let me share the Telegram. What I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm going to put it in the very top one. So this very original message, it's pinned at the top. Let's do this. I'll put trading. I'll put live trading journal and Notion template. That way, it's the very top message in the Telegram, the very top pin message, and then let's put like a, we gotta put some type of thing right here. We'll do that right there. Okay, guys, it is right here at the top now, and it is available for everyone to see. You guys can see right here the live trading journal and Notion template. When you click on it, it should take you to right here, and when it takes you right here, you should be able to see all of my stuff live, the trading rules we're following, the execution criteria, and the what's it called, the actual journal itself. Yeah, there you go. You guys can actually see all that too. I don't know why it's not loading like that though. Let me see. Let me try to go back. That's weird. Is it showing up properly for you guys? Can you confirm in the chat if you can go in the Telegram and see the actual journal properly? Oh, I can see it now. Look, you guys can see it's here. It's got everything. And then you guys in the top right here, you can duplicate it, and you guys can actually use the template and plug in your own stuff too. But all right, let's jump now to the actual week 3 results and see where we landed. And then we'll give ourselves that pay raise too and see what lot size we'll be trading for the next week. So started the week with 10,213, ended with 10,003 or 438.79. All right, guys, even after having a $332 loss on Monday, we still ended the week up $225.47, which is a green week. We got paid this Friday. And now let's see the percent gain on the account. Guys, we have made 2.2% on the account this week. Which is, it's phenomenal still, right? Like, these results are phenomenal. We're so locked in with what we're doing now, and it's all due to the grace of God, and we're going to stay consistent. We're going to keep trying to grow and leveling up each day on these streams, and you guys can see everything in here. This was a profitable week, 3 weeks in a row. You guys can see week 1, week 2, and then week 3 here. I don't know if it was cut off on the stream. Thanks for confirming that no editing can be done. Yeah, you guys can view it. That way you guys can see it live too. I try to keep the transparency report in here as well. That way you guys can see how much we made each day, the chart breakdown and all of that. But this is going to be an even better way for you guys to stay up to date with the actual journal. And it's, if you guys have time, read over like the trading rules and stuff I put in here. I don't know if you guys have seen the show Suits. I put a quote in here by Harvey Specter, by Harvey Specter, but I put talking about my leverage and why I'm trading, a higher lot size. Really though, it's because I have tight stop losses and because I play defense. That's why I use 30 leverage. But I put a quote in there. I like putting quotes in different spots to remind me of things. But this is the deposit on when we started our supply and demand line trading. Not necessarily a deposit, that's just where the account was at when we started it. And then in the red here, this is our execution criteria. Absolutely the most important part of this for you guys to pay attention to. And that is where you'll see at the bottom, or on the right here, these different check boxes where I check off my execution criteria. And then these adjustments right here are things that after I journal and reflect have been implemented into my trading, and I'm always updating the rules if I ever implement something new. That way we can keep refining our process and fine-tuning it. Yes, Joshua, I'm so glad you've seen the show. Yeah, he said, I don't think I read the quote to you guys. The difference between you and me is that you want to lose small, but I want to win big. Oh, it's so great. So yeah, I had to put that in there for it to make sense for me to use my leverage like that. But we're covering risks. We're playing defense. You guys can see here, there's not a whole lot of red. And the only areas where we did make red, we made some adjustments on. That way we can execute properly, and it reflected the rest of the entire week. So that is it for the entire week 3 recap, guys. We are locked in. We made a good short here. Let's look at what price did. Price ended up coming back and going lower. I'm surprised that it's going lower now. Honestly, I did have like a gut check that price was going to come up and clear this high actually when price was holding like that. For some reason, I had a feeling, and it just didn't work out. But at the end of the day, we were able to lock in some nice profits for the day, and it's we're calling it a week, guys. One thing that a lot of people tell you is you need to spend time back testing all weekend, and you need to really give a lot into trading. But I've spent probably thousands of hours at this point in back tests and studying and reading books and research and taking courses, guys. It's I learned so much, and then I'm at the point now where I have to unlearn more than I have to learn, right? Like, we understand how the markets work and we can back test, but the most important thing is live testing. You have to ask yourself one day, what's my goal in trading, right? My goal is to make money. Okay, how can I start contributing to that goal right now? Okay, I can trade in the markets Monday through Friday, or if I'm a swing trader, I can place 1 or 2 trades a week. But the goal is to make money and to place profitable trades and to execute a sustainable and profitable plan. And the only way to do that is actually getting in the live market. And you definitely can get like chart paralysis from back testing and from just getting absorbed in the charts and being on them all the time. The like, we've probably been streaming for 40 minutes this morning, but we've only been trading. What did we trade for? Like 10 minutes, guys. It's so contrary to what like the world teaches you in all the different industries. You need to give it your everything. You need to wake up early. You need to stay up later. You need to put in all this and that. And I've tried that, and I've done nothing but like lost money doing that. And now we're seeing profitability in a very good way recently, with so much little, right? Like or so much less. Like, we're not doing a whole lot at all. We're showing up, we're doing all our technical analysis in 5 minutes, and we're looking for what price is giving us, trading it at a specific time of day, and we're just looking for 1 trade a day, and we're able to grow our accounts. And it's a good thing we've got going on here. And ultimately, I know all of us started out trading with the idea that we want to see financial freedom, but not just financial freedom, but like freedom of time and freedom from whether that be like just a 9 to 5, or freedom from having to be bogged down with like work somewhere else. Like, it's if you end up swapping out the 9 to 5 for trading 8 to 10 hours a day, you didn't ever get that freedom, right? And so there has to be a way that that freedom can happen. Otherwise, trading is just another job that you're a slave to, right? The charts can work for you, or you can work for the charts. And I'd rather the charts work for us. We show up every day, we make a little, and we do what we came to do, right? It looks like this played out though nicely, because if we were trailing our stop loss, we potentially would have gotten taken out on that candle right here. You guys can see this bullish candle actually did take out the high of that bear candle, and so we actually had a better profit than we would have following it all the way down. And guys, I'm fine taking where we took, just because this simple fact that we've been in this range all day, and there was no telling if price was going to break the bottom of it or break the top of it, and eventually it's breaking the bottom like we said, but it was holding here and it had every right to go up just as much as it did to go down. So we're happy with what we did. Let me read the chat. So I'm sorry, I've got like multiple screens set up. Yeah, demo accounts aren't the way to go. I'll never tell someone to trade a demo. If they're a new trader and they come to me and they say, I want to what's your best advice for me to get started? I would say put money in an account and start trading. Put as much money in an account as you can lose, and if you're really serious about this, start trading. There's things that only losing real money in the markets are going to teach you. Every other trade goes well. Yeah, exactly. A demo account is nothing compared to a real account. It's not even the same. It's like playing poker for free and playing poker for real money, right? You're not going to play the game the same. And so it doesn't actually help you, because it's a different game, right? It's a completely different game. There's nothing on the line, and trading is more emotional than it is anything else. If this was a fake account, we'd let this run all day. But guess what? If price didn't end up falling further and price went back up, we would have lost, and it would have been like, oh well, we don't care, we didn't lose anything. And then but like the fact that profits were taken right here and we were locked in like that, and we're able to scrape a little bit from the market every day, is a result of knowing how the markets can actually turn on you and move the different ways they move through the results of all the losses I've taken, right? So yeah, it's a huge aspect. But guys, we did the right thing today. Price had potential to turn where it did. I fully believe that, and we were able to take good profits, and we were able to get our account up some more. Account's up 11.25%. And if you guys know like something about compound interest, we could take 10K to $1 million in like 4 years at 10% a month, but like with 20% a month, we could do that a whole lot quicker. So that could be in just a year to 2 years, depending on how our results go. Of course, we want to keep playing defense, keep staying locked in, and keep growing our account. And so that's what we're gonna do, guys. In the space, I must. Thanks, Joshua. That means a lot, for real. Being able to hop on with you guys every day is like what's keeping me going. If you guys have been watching the YouTube channel long enough, we've been trading. I'll show you guys. We started the YouTube doing the videos for the YouTube channel like 4 months ago, and up until like the last 12 days of this journey, we've been breaking even, right? Like, as you guys know, this is a 9K to 1 mil Forex trading journey. Well, we're at 10.2K we're at 10.4K right now, and we were at 9.3K when we just started trading this strategy, meaning we were only up $382 over the course of those 4 months. That means we didn't lose money. We would make some, lose some, make some, lose some, but it was because we were playing the markets too mechanically, right? We had a set stop loss, set take profit, try to do the same thing every day. It would work, it wouldn't work, it would work, it wouldn't work. We weren't playing defense, we weren't managing risk, and this is discretionary, right? Like, this is discretionary trading, but we're executing in a way that's very systematic, and it's sustainable. Long term, it's sustainable. It's very low risk. It's very safe because we're locking in profits, and we don't get greedy. You guys see the move like this might happen the rest of the day, but guys, U.S. franc yesterday, guess what? I'll show you guys what happened. What did we do yesterday? If you guys were watching, we shorted U.S. franc right here. Guess what? We did the same thing. We took our profits in a good spot, and what did price do the rest of the day? It ended up pulling against us. So that's why it's so important to lock in, and the market can do whatever it wants. We'll go over it as many times as we need to. Outcome bias. This is a quote that I came up with. If price runs further in your direction after you are out of the trade, even though you followed your execution criteria, you can't feel that you made a bad decision. You wouldn't think it was a bad decision if price did the opposite and turned against you all day, right? So we made a good decision. If price went the other way, we wouldn't be upset that price dropped further, right? Like we would think we did the best thing in the world. So execution is key. It's 100% the focus of your trading. Did you enter right? Did you put your stop loss right? And did you take profits the right way? Whatever happens after that, who cares? You're in and out of the market. You did what you came to do, and there's no perfection. There's only room for just getting better and better every day. Yeah, Luca, I think, yeah, 10% a month is definitely realistic, and I think we have room to make, even upwards of 30%, and I'll tell you why. It's because we had some serious errors in just the last 12 days, with some of the execution on these days, and ultimately this day should have 100% been a winning day, and it should have been a winning day by like we should have made like $600 I think that day, and then one of these other days the same thing. We just didn't execute properly, and that's why we implemented this. I think we could make so much more. I really believe that. If we're making 11% in just 12 trading days with mistakes, right? And we're going to continue to journal our thoughts, reflect on our trading day, and keep like fine tuning everything, right? No way. You got well, if you were in this trade and your network went out, you'd still be in it, hopefully. But I'm assuming you're talking about another trade. I'm assuming you're talking about another trade you were in. Um, yeah, make sure you enter your trades with a stop or put it on right after you enter. You never know what can happen. One thing I have always learned is use a stop loss and use a tight one. This guy Oliver Velez, he's very adamant. He said if you guys are still watching this up to this point, this is going to be super beneficial. It's something you've already seen us doing here, but we put our stop loss behind one candle, right? So whatever candle we're entering on, we put it one pip outside of that candle. Um, I bet I'm the only YouTuber today that you guys have seen use a 1.4 pip stop loss and hit their trade, right? Um, it doesn't matter the size of the stop loss. It matters where you're putting it, and if you're putting it behind a good candle, you're gonna be profitable just by simple probabilities, right? If you put your stop loss behind only one candle every time, then you have a simple, like, there's just a mathematical probability that sometimes it's gonna go, if I can grab it, sometimes it's gonna go two candles, sometimes it's gonna go three, and you know what I mean? Like, but you're only giving the market one candle at a time, and it just has a chance of even randomness of going in your favor more often than not. So, I mean, best piece of advice is use a stop loss and use a tight one, and you just by simple probabilities of price going in your favor once or twice, it's gonna push a lot for you, right? Oh no. I hope you weren't trading their account. That wouldn't be good. Yeah, I'm trying to stay. Some days, like guys, we trade only for 10 minutes. Some days, some days they're short like that. I don't want to just get on the live stream and then as people are joining, be like, "Oh, we're done." I really want this live stream to be like like the heart of this channel. Like I want us to get on every day and live trade. That's my passion. I want to get on here and talk with you guys every day, and really, really try to turn some profits in the market. I believe that we've got a good thing going, and I think we could really, really scale this up from here. But I think it's only going to happen through staying together and talking each day and holding each other accountable. I really believe that. Yeah, that's probably not good. That's probably not good. You should look into trading prop accounts instead of taking a loan for trading a personal account. They definitely provide an opportunity for making some money with larger capital. But we're going to yeah, I think so too. I think it is a little bit much. Look into prop accounts. Definitely look into prop accounts. There's some good ones out there still. Yeah, exactly. Um, Prop accounts, yeah. Or honestly, my best piece of advice to you, if you're like us and haven't made it 100% in trading, where like you could just do this and nothing else, um, get a job and work a job while you trade, like, and build your trading like schedule around, when you work, or build your work around when you're gonna trade. If you want to trade in the morning, then work a night job or like an evening shift, right? And then that way you don't have to worry about trading, paying the bills. That's my best piece of advice. No way. Yeah, gold will do it to you. That's how I lost my lost prop firm account. I'm not gonna lie. I came on here and I said when I lost it, I was trading 100K. I was up about 5% too. I'm not even kidding. I was up about 5% too. I saw a beautiful short on gold. Honestly, it was so good to be true that I knew it shouldn't have worked. But I mean, gold had like it. I was probably over leveraged too because it was a prop account. You know, that's you have to trade prop accounts differently. But gold on like the 4 hour, it did something like this, like of just a beautiful change of character. And I was so sure, like with it was so overextended, and with it making a change of character like this, like I mean, price like this thing started like down here, like this impulse started like way down here, made this entire move up, and I was like, oh yeah, the price is dropping some. I don't know if it's dropping all the way, but I thought it was gonna drop at least to here. It didn't drop at all. I lost my account on that one. Cause gold, I mean, this move right here on gold on the 4 hour was like 700 pips. I was like, yeah, we need to go go back to something else because that wasn't working. Yeah, gold definitely plays with your emotions. I'm done with the yeah. I'm only taking one trade a day right now, RJ. We're taking one trade a day. We were taking two. It was a psychological barrier because ultimately I told myself if I win the first trade, I'm done, and if I lose it, I get a second trade. Well, in my head, I was like, if I lose the first trade, I got another chance. So who cares about the first trade? And I wasn't as locked in as I should be. So we're only doing one trade a day. I'm really serious about the first trade I take, and we want to profit off of it. And ultimately, we've been seeing good results like that. If we lose for the day, we lose a little bit, and we are always scaling our stop loss in further. That way, we can take off risk and ultimately lock in profits. With it being in a range today, guys, that's exactly what we did. And price ended up dropping further, but it was still a good decision per our execution. All right, Joshua. Yeah, have a good weekend, guys. I'm gonna sign off too. But yeah, I love you all. Thank you all for joining. We're gonna be back on Monday. I'm gonna put out the YouTube video, and it's gonna be it for the week. But guys, absolutely love you all. Super happy to have you guys in here, and happy to turn around a very negative week into a winning week. Let's sign off. I will see you guys on Monday. See ya.